Let's take a look at how the receptacle families are able to calculate electrical loads. If we select one of these receptacles, we notice in the properties there are several input options. So if we happen to know that the real power is 162 watts, we can enter that. And we'll notice down in the electrical loads that the apparent load is 180 volt amps, the real power 162 watts, and the full load amps is 1.35. If we set that to 0 and change the apparent load, perhaps that's the input value that we are given, we can see that we have similar results. 180 volt amps for apparent load, 162 watts for real power. If we have full load amps, we could type in 1.5 and again see that we have 180 volt amps for apparent load, 162 watts for real power. If this happens to be a motor and we want to enter a horsepower load, we can type that up here in the motor power input. You can see the unit is in horsepowers. We could do equal 1/3, or we could type 0.33. Notice the apparent load, real power, and the motor power are all showing up. And then there's also another value here called motor power NEC lookup. So this is the value that's being sent to the lookup table to get these other values in return. Also, it should be pointed out if we expand the text section that several families in the productivity pack have a message center, and we'll notice that because we're entering a horsepower motor load, it's telling us that the FLA value is coming from the NEC lookup table that's associated with this family.